Good morning, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. We got a little snow last night. Emphasis on the little. It just wasn't just a dusting, maybe half inch. There might be an inch out here, I don't know. But this is the new farm that we bought this summer. It was actually owned by a fella named Jack, and we leased it from him for 20 some years. He has it was 2000, it was the year 2000, and Jack passed away last summer. So actually it was last fall. No, it was in 2001. Anyway, his daughter called us up and told us that Jack's last wish when he was in hospice was that she needed to get a hold of us and let us know that we had first right at buying his farm, because he wanted us to continue managing it. We've done pretty well with it. I mean, it's just a beautiful piece. It's 65 acres, 67 I believe it is, and it's got bottomland, it's got ridges up there, and then it's got some really good, what we call the brush paddocks up on top for good deer and turkey habitat. And we, see, how many feet was it? We put in around, I think it was 2,000 feet on this farm. 1,000, yeah, probably close to 3,000. Anyway, we did all quick couplers, and so I'll show you what we got. We ran them about every 500 feet because our rolls of pipe was 500 feet. And you can see the trench line in the snow. Some of it needs to have some more dirt kicked down on it. Good project for this spring, but there it is. I don't know, can you see that? There's a coupler down there, and this hose is plugged into that. And we keep a backup hose right here in case this one freezes, like yesterday morning. And we just pour a little hot water on the hose so it goes into the tank. That's where you'll have a good hard block of ice right here. And this morning it didn't freeze. It was warm enough that it just didn't freeze. I'm not complaining. There's the Job Megaflow valve, which we absolutely love. I think it may be the best valve made for pressurized system. And then we put a couple poles around it on three sides. You get 4 or 5 cows come here drinking. They drink that down to where there's only a couple inches of water in it. They'll flip it upside down. And of course we have our rubber mats for the cows to stand on. Those are sidewalls out of a tire, a earth moving tire actually. But you notice we've got a wire along here. You don't know how many farms I'm on when I go out and I have their hose going across like that, and the cows are exposed to it. They just stomp it into the mud. Hoses are expensive. Why would you want to do that? I mean, they call them lifetime hoses. Well, they might be if you don't let cattle stomp on them. If you let cows stomp on them, you might get a year out of it. And then you're gonna come out here and find it leaking. Here's one of our honey locust trees. We left that thing. And yeah, it's got thorns on it, but that thing is growing quickly. And there's another one over there. I've probably left, I don't know, I bet 15 in this bottom. Left them there intentionally. And we're gonna clean up, like on this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little ones, and then the big one. And we're gonna use that for shade, folks. It likes to grow out here. We'll take that one out. We don't need that one. There's an autumn olive over there we left. But anyway, once we bought the farm, we just used above ground piping on this farm for many, many, many years. So it came off of our lifetime lease up on the hill, came across and down. And the water line was on top of the ground. And so we never wintered cattle on this farm, ever. You couldn't. You couldn't keep water from freezing. Now that we've got pressurized water all over it, I think we put in seven water points on here. It's gonna be awesome. So tonight, the boys are gonna move that tank from there. We've got another coupler over here by this birdhouse. And so, the closer you keep the water, the less walking and the better graze you get. So the cows got a bale of hay. And I told the boys, I said, I'm not seeing enough hay left on the ground. They're cleaning it up. And so that's one of the things that I look for. I want a little bit left over. I'm gonna feed my soil. And so I told them this morning, I said, let's go ahead and give them 2. And that way tonight there'll be a little bit left over. But you can see the width of the stockpile strip we gave them right here. Yeah, girls. Well, there was 328 head. We took out 40 bulls. So that's 280, 288 or 278. It's too early in the morning for me to think. It's quite a few of them, as you can see. Isaac's rolling out the second bale there. But you can see how wide the strip of grasses we're giving them. And there's a whole bunch of them just grazing stockpile. It's not very good stockpile, I'm gonna warn you. It doesn't look like the bull stockpile. But that farm didn't have anything grazing on it from basically August until the middle of December. And boy did it. And it was pretty loosely stocked. There wasn't that many animals on it, even when they were grazing it. Something happened to my birdhouse. Screw came out. Make sure we bring our gun with us tonight. I'll be darned. Booger snapped off. That's a brand new birdhouse we just put up. Anyway, there's the coupler. I put a steel post with a birdhouse on it by all my couplers. I figure if I'm gonna put a steel post to market, that steel post can also serve as a post for birdhouses. And we gotta get that fixed. It won't be that bad. Just bring a drill and put another screw in it. But you can see there's our strip. So it's from that blue post right there over to that black calf. I'm guessing that's no more than 90 feet. But it's about 800 feet long. So it goes clear from that brush pile up there all the way to that creek. And this is what we're grazing. There's nothing fancy about it. If you look down in there, you can see why they're grazing it. There's green in there. And our hay does not have green in it. So I've learned to trust my grass and trust the cows to let me know what's good and what's bad. So tonight, we'll roll this fire up that I just stepped on. And there's another one put in. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And I think that third one needs one more water. So we'll have 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll have 4 more strips in here to strip graze. And then we go up on the hill and we start grazing across the top going north. So we're pleasantly surprised by how much grass is actually down here. Getting by, we were until this morning just giving them 1 bale, morning and night. I thought they just need a little bit more. Sunday morning, give them a treat. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out of here. And I do have a friend in Illinois. He's around Quincy. They've got some beautiful guardian dog pups. They're ready to turn in with some animals or fowl. The father of these dogs is actually a duck and goose dog. He lives with the duck and the geese. And so I'm guessing these pups would be pretty good poultry pups. If you got some sneaking in trying to kill your poultry, these would make some awful good pups to put with them. And if you're interested, just email Jan and we'll put you in contact with the puppy owner. I think you can get them pretty reasonable. They've had their parvo shots, and they'd make a really nice farm dog for someone. And healthy looking. They're out of one of our females. So the female is half Merrimack, quarter Anatolian, and I believe there's a quarter Pure. And then the male is the one that was taking care of the ducks and the geese. He's, what's that? Hey, yeah, they're gonna go move the sheep. The sheep are up in all that brush. Them dang sheep, they are so darn tough. It's crazy. You realize they haven't had a bite of nothing all winter. We haven't gave them a bale of hay. Of course, we don't feed grain. No protein tub. They're living up there in that brush. Now there is some pasture up in there, but nothing like this. So when these cattle get done with this farm and we move them back to our big farm, what we call docks, we're gonna bring the sheep in here. And they got the little bitty mouths, and they're gonna work on a lot of this buck brush. Stuff like this right here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much there, but don't tell that to our sheep. They'll eat that, and they actually do quite well with it. It's just amazing. They're a glorified goat, except for they're a whole lot easier to keep in than a goat. Because we're keeping them in with one single wire, which is nuts. I'm going to have to do a video with our new intern. His name's Jackson Troutman, and he's a good one. He's from Kansas, and I think he's 25. He's been in the military. He still is. He's in the National Guard. I think he was a tank commander for the Abrams tank. Just a super nice young fellow. Very modest, very humble, hardworking, good attitude, kind of guy that works real good with Isaac and Ike and the rest of us here at Green Pastures Farm. So we're tickled to have him, and you all will get to be meeting him before long. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and everyone have a good one, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you down the road.